Good morning, everybody. So today we are so lucky you have a special guest. As most of you know, this month of October we are celebrating the Disabilities Awareness Month. So we have our friend from the Spread program with us to celebrate Mass today with us. So at the beginning, I would like to invite Roxanne. She's going to tell us all about what we are doing this month. So Roxanne, please step forward.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Thank you, Father Gilbert. I'm Roxanne Calibraro. Most of you know me, and you know Nifty. I've lived in Arlington Heights since 1973, and I've been a member of this parish for that long. Things have changed a lot in Arlington Heights. They've changed a lot here in the parish, and we can just see by going outside all the improvements that have been made, the wonderful curb ramps that we have outside, many accessibility features going in and out of businesses. It's wonderful. And coming to church, we've made some improvements here as well. I was lucky enough, because I am a lawyer and I worked at the Attorney General's office and the Better Business Bureau, to have been chosen to serve on the ADA implementation and training team in 1990. So from then on, as a member of the Commission for Citizens with Disabilities, I was able to do some work either in our community or to travel and train people who had disabilities, business people who needed to hire people with disabilities, and also to talk to parents of children with disabilities to tell them what they need to do to make sure that their child gets what they need. In our church, we've made some improvements that many of you are aware of. One of which is the automatic door, which came about because we had a parishioner who had had a stroke and was in a wheelchair. And he was irate that he couldn't get into church. The door wouldn't open unless someone came and opened it for him, or he called someone to come and get him. So we contacted the village, and they came over and told us how we could do the accessible door. Then we put some parking spaces. They're very limited, but at least we were able to do that, and make some ramped areas here up at the altar and in other places. As things progressed and the church built other facilities, they did all of the necessary improvements. And you can see those being done if you go and see the new bathrooms in the school and all the other things that are being done. So these things take time and they take money. And honestly, churches are not covered as an accommodation that needs to be done under Title III of the Americans with Disabilities Act. For some reason, they left them out of the list. So it's kind of up to what we want to do to make this happen. I'm happy to be here because coming to church for me is the best thing, best way to celebrate Mass. I've used live stream during COVID. That was wonderful. It was a godsend to keep all of us connected. When I had 2 knee surgeries, I watched live stream while I was still on house arrest and were not allowed to go out. And then when I came back, I realized that this is where I need to be. And this is where people with disabilities need to be. We need to look around and see who needs help, who needs to be welcomed here, and to let them worship and serve to the best of their ability. We have many people in our community that have talents. We need to put them to good use. Have them bring up the gifts. They can do some readings. They can be a greeter. They can serve on committees here. There's a whole lot of work to be done. So with that in mind, I know Father Gilbert wants to get started with the Mass, so we can all worship together. And I'm very happy and pleased to do that, and hope that you will join with those of us who have prepared some special things for the Mass. Thank you.